Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we finally do it. We're all prepped, chainsaws in the mill. Let's do this. Alright, so what I did, I've got the log on the stand. I put the new rails on top and hammered these in a little bit, these spikes, and that kind of holds it in place. Look at the level, we're dead level across. So we should be able, in theory, to put this mill on top of this, slide it across and cut. I've got it set up for a 2-inch cut, 2-inch depth cut right now. I don't know if that's low enough because I don't want to hit these spikes in here. I don't want to wind up hitting those with the chain, so I want to make sure I'm deep enough that I'm not going to hit those. This guy will bring up, so he's out of the way, and that'll be like a stop for us too. Alright, let's see. Let's get the mill up on it and see how that works. That 2 inches is nowhere near enough high. Okay. So that is good to know. We need to lower that for sure. We need to come down. Let's rough that down. And come down maybe to here. I need to set up for, I'd say, a 5-inch cut for the first cut would be what we need. So let's do that. Let's get this guy set up for 5-inch cut and bring the wrench out. Okay, go get a wrench. We'll be back. Okay, if you guys remember correctly, there's 2 little U-bolts on this mill. So we're basically going to loosen them up, and then there's inch marks on these posts. So we're at 2 right now. We're going to bring it up to 5. Right to 5. To the 5. All right, we're in the 5 there. We're on the 5 there. Yeah. See, that'll do pretty well. We're way under our mark. I feel like we're even a little too deep, but I just want to be careful on that first cut. That should give me enough. I've got some pretty bad checking in this log, but this is kind of the bad log, so we'll see. We're going to test on this one. It's got real bad cracks in it all the way through, but we'll see. Alright, get her running. Oops, if it's on. gas. We get some gas, some bar oil, refill it. We're almost through. I don't know if I'm happy with this or not, but we'll see when we pull it off. All right, that's one cut down. Let's see, get these out. There we go. Okay, that's off. Here again. All right, we made it through our first cut. I purposely didn't take it off because I wanted to show you guys with me. So you can kind of see the cut from the side here. It looks fairly straight. I don't see any big dips or divots or anything. Let's check this side. This side looks okay. I was a little worried because I don't know if the chainsaw is maybe not straight. I think it's a little bit like if that was flat, it's a little bit like that, because the cut, while I was cutting it, was pretty large, which tells me maybe the bar is bent a little bit or not exactly straight. But it still seemed to cut pretty level, bound up a little bit, but I think that's just because my saw just doesn't have enough power to get through this ash. But let's pull this off and see what we have. Insert drum roll here. Boom. Nice. That looks really, really good. Look at that. Like, it's flat, it's smooth. I'm looking down it. I don't see any dips, I don't see any waves. Battery died, but I'm going to show you guys this. So if you look across here, we're pretty level, so the bubble is in basically to the right on all of them, and that could have just been the log twisting. I did mess with it a little bit. So, but for the most part, other than this little dip here where I was getting the kind of the mill started, it dips a little bit right here, but not much. We're pretty freaking flat all the way through. So I'm gonna set up the saw. I've got this crack here running the whole length of the log, and this side it's about the same depth down, maybe 2 inches, but it doesn't come through all the way over there. So I'm going to set the saw up, or the mill up, for a 1-inch board. That'll bring me, sorry, I'm moving you guys all over the place. So a 1-inch board will bring me down about here, and that should, because it does come up a little higher here, and it's maybe 3/4 of an inch here, but I'll probably get a 1-inch board almost the entire way through. I could chop the ends off, and I'll probably have a nice 3 foot by 1 inch thick board. I'll take that. That's enough that I can plane down to a 3/4 inch board and make something nice out of it. So, you know, that's plenty of wood to make a box or something. So, all right, I'm gonna set the mill up for 1 inch, come back, put it on here, and mill down a 1 inch board. Okay, so I set this up for 5/4, so 1.25 inches. 5/4 is 1.25 inches. Just to account for that little bit of, I think the blade's a little bit off or twisted, and it's cutting a little bit deep. I don't want to end up with a 3/4 inch board, because then by the time I plane it flat and smooth and it cures, and it's going to twist a little bit, we're going to be at like a 1/2 inch board. And I mean, that's okay, but I'd rather have more meat than less. So 5/4, hopefully we'll end up with about 1 inch board by the time we're done. We'll see. I'm trying to work with what I got rather than try to figure out what's wrong with it, I guess. So let's see what we can do. I think we did it. I think we just got our first board. Let's check it out. All right, so that was the top. Here we go. Yes, look at that. We are fairly consistently thick throughout. Let's say, I don't know if we're 1 inch, but we definitely, I mean, that's gonna be some really pretty grain. And it's done. We got 1, 2, just 3 little knots in here. But for the most part, it's pretty clear. The end got a little squirrely there. I think it's just coming off the mill, but I think the ends are okay. Because you're gonna cut those off anyway, right? Fairly straight or fairly thick. I don't know if that's 1 inch. Where's my, should have brought a measuring tape. Instead, I just got this level with a half-ass ruler on the side. So if we go right down to the bottom, yeah, we're about 1 inch thick. I mean, roughly, but we're 1 inch thick. The stand is working great. Chainsaw just doesn't have a lot of power to pull through this, I don't think. So it just takes a while, but you know, it's not that bad. Hopefully you guys can see me. There's my daylight there. Sorry, it's a freaking weird light. But yeah, we got our first board, like our first official 1 inch thick board, ash board. We chainsaw milled ourselves. That's pretty damn cool. So I'm gonna put this to the side and see if I can get one more. I don't know. So let's see. So right here is that crack that we kind of rode over. So the next one that I cut is probably going to be a little bit wasted. Over here, yeah, it's a crack there too. So The next board I cut is probably going to be pretty much scrap. Sorry, back to the light for you guys. So that one probably won't be too good because of that check that goes all the way through. But do I want to cut it thicker? No. I think another inch would be fine, because that would probably, it would level this side off here, right? It would cut like maybe right here. So it would cut through all that. This board I can maybe cut down into stickers, which I'm going to put between the boards, let it dry. So it won't go to waste. And anything I don't use, I'll turn to firewood. But that'll bring us down, and that should get us another, maybe 2 more boards before we get to the bottom where it's just kind of too thin. So we might get three usable boards out of this. Yeah, the saw still seems to be cutting fairly large shavings. It's getting a little bit dull, I can tell at the end. But yeah, especially like we're not cutting real flat anymore, so it's starting to wobble a little bit. But I think it's still straight enough to ride along. So yeah, we'll see. Maybe we'll get one more cut out of this. But we got our first board. We did it. All right, another one cut. So this was that crack. So I don't know what happened. Oh, you guys are all over the place. So I don't know what happened here on this top cut. Why? I don't know if it's because I was doing a lot of racking back and forth to get through it, and somehow it like skipped when I did that. I'm not sure what that happened there, but I cut this one cut, and this side is a lot smoother. I try not to rock as much. I did a little bit through here, and you can see that, so I'm wondering if that's what that is. Maybe I just can't rock the saw back and forth. Maybe I need to just stay flat with it, which I tried to do a little bit more there. So this board is not entirely bad. We do have some spots that are an inch thick. Probably won't, that crack, I don't know how deep it goes, maybe to here. So we might get a little board out of that. But it's something. And then we can come through. We probably got at least one more solid board through there. But I think I got some weather rolling in. Looks like dark clouds over there, so I'm probably gonna pack it in. That's probably gonna be it for today. Not sure, but yeah. If you like this type of content, subscribe down below. Give me a big thumbs up, comment. Let me know what I did to screw up this time, but I'm pretty sure I did. I'm pretty happy with this. I think it's a good outcome. So I think I'm gonna be done for today, and I'll see you on the next one.